Spitball Sparky.
What?
Spitball motherfucking Sparky took me, between both easy and hard mode, 14 goddamn hours.
Oh dear. How does this even work?
So, in Spitball Sparky, it's basically Breakout.
Oh.
You have a ball that you knock around. When it gets low, you hit it with a puff of air. When you hit it with a puff of air, it goes perfectly vertical straight up in whatever column you're in. And you need to hit these blocks. When you hit all of the blocks, you get a bonus. You've got that bonus off to the side that ticks down over time. Once you've cleared a stage, you get whatever bonus you have left. At 300 points, you clear misses, but you don't get a double score mode in this game. There are these platforms along that block the ball that'll bounce it back towards you. Up at the top, the blocks take 2 hits. On the first hit, they'll start flashing. On the second hit, they'll be destroyed. This game is the slowest, dullest, most repetitive thing I have had to do in this entire fucking series.
Worse than Hotel Mario, then.
So much worse. So, you can see here, like, as we go through the stages, they start having more and more blocks over time. Before too long, you just have, all 3 rows have 6 blocks, and that's every stage from then on, is that, and no more change, and you're just doing that over and over again until you clear it. Once you reach that point, you're pretty much never going to get that bonus again. Because with the way that the platforms come, and they're constantly blocking you, unless you get supremely lucky, you just do not have enough time to clear everything, all 18 blocks, to get any amount of that bonus. This means, once you reach the point when you're at all the 18 blocks, the 3 rows fully filled, you are getting exactly 36 points every time you fully clear a stage. You need to get to 1,000. You can see, this is going at 8 times speed. This is being played. You can see how slow and dull and long this will be. Also, as an important point, the ball does not hit anything when it is coming back down.
Yeah, I noticed that. Why?
That's just not how the game works. You can only hit blocks on the way up. You can only hit platforms on the way up. The ball will never go back up, except for when you hit it with a puff of air. This fucking game. Easy mode took me just under 6 hours. Hard mode... easy mode took me about 6.5 hours. Hard mode took me 7.5 hours to clear. Again, 14 goddamn hours. 14 hours is longer than any of the Donkey Kong Country games. 14 hours is longer than Super Mario 64. This one fucking game is one of the longest games in this entire series, and it's only part of Game & Watch Gallery 3. This is where I began to utterly despise this game. Spitball motherfucking Sparky.
Who's the Sparky?
He's Sparky.
Okay. Why is any of this happening?
Why does Breakout happen? This doesn't even have, like, a plot.
I mean, at least in Breakout you have a goal. You break out.
Here, Sparky is just breaking things. For no real reason.
And breaking hearts.
He's just a vandal. So, there is one more thing in this game, actually, that I did not actually see until hard mode. If you happen to get all of the blocks on the top blinking at the same time, because when on the top blocks take 2 hits. The first hit causes them to start blinking, the second hit destroys them. If all 6 blocks on the top are blinking at the same time, and it has to be 6, then you will get a bonus of 30 points.
Oh boy?
So it's extremely, unlikely to happen, because you have very little overt control over where the ball is going to be able to go. But if you do that, you've basically saved 1 full cycle. Because each cycle is exactly 36 points. I'm not going to speed this up any further, by the way.
Oh.
I want everyone to know how much I suffered for this game.
The worst part? Not even Mario.
Yeah, it's just, I had to do this because I had to get the stars to unlock stuff.
And what you unlocked is probably not even worth it.
Objectively not. You get a congratulations screen at when you have all of the stars. And, I had to do it both for the format of the series and to scratch my 100% completion itch. But this was misery. We're still on easy. Even without misses and restarts, getting 1,000 points on this game takes a full hour of gameplay. It's just that slow. I cleared this on easy, and I saw that I still had to do hard, and I had to stop for a couple of days. 14 hours.
Wow.
Egg, between easy and hard, took me 7 hours? And that took a lot of practice just to learn how to play the game. This didn't take practice to learn how to play. It was just so fucking long. So on hard mode, the mechanical change is that the blocks will blink in and out of existence.
Oh, good.
Once you clear... The top row of blocks do not do that, since they already had the flashing mechanic when they've taken damage. Once you've cleared all of the blocks on top, the rest of the blocks will stop blinking out. But, yeah, that's how hard mode changes it.
So it takes even longer.
Yep. And here's just to show off that the 30-point bonus you get if you have everything on the top blinking. In my final successful run of hard mode, I got that twice. I kept trying to get it as soon as I was aware of it. Because again, it saves you an entire cycle. But it's so impossible to directly control where the ball goes. Because whenever the ball hits something and starts going back down, it will go in the direction of the center at first. So it is always deterministic where it will end up based on where it hits. Your air puff can hit the ball whenever it's anywhere in the purple zone. So that's 3 ticks worth of space that you can hit it from. But like your options for how to move the ball are still extremely limited, because
You can only go up.
yeah, it will always go up in exactly the same space that you hit it up in. Fun fact, the platform down in the purple zone, if the ball hits that platform, it will never end up in a position where you can blow it up on one of the two far edges.
Huh.
This makes the far edges extremely annoying to clear. Because, like, if you're on the edge and you push it up and it hits the purple platform, well, now you've got to do, like, some ridiculous maneuvering to get the ball back onto the edge. Also, the ball can never reach an edge after hitting the very top of the screen.
Huh.
So, if all you have left is, like, the edge blocks at the very top of the screen, you need to rely on a platform to bounce you off back into an edge space. And the platforms, you can't, like, predict and work to aim at them. You also can't predict and work out to avoid them, especially because the way that the platforms move, there's, like, if the platform is there when the ball reaches there, it will hit the platform. If the platform moves into the space after the ball reaches there, it will hit the platform. So, the platforms are extremely in the way all the time. You only get score for clearing blocks, so every time you hit a platform, it's just slowing you down. It's 1 point for the bottom row, 2 points for the middle row, 3 points for the top row, but only once you've done the second hit to clear the block. 36 points every time you fully clear a stage of full 18 blocks. A bonus time ticking at the side that's just there to taunt you once you've reached the repetitive part of the game. The occasional ability to get an extra 30 points if you happen to manage to get all of the blocks at the top blinking.
Without destroying one
Yeah,
of
as soon
them.
as you destroy one, you've lost it. This game is why we have short videos for this period. Because this was more than a quarter of this entire game. 14 out of my 50 hours of Game & Watch Gallery 3 were on Spitball Sparky. So, yeah.
Enjoy.
We don't really have anything else to say. I've kind of exhausted my anger at this point. Like, at this point, I can't even work up anger at this game. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
That's it. So, tomorrow we're gonna move on to the last game of the Game & Watch Gallery 3, which is Donkey Kong 2. Because Donkey Kong Jr. wasn't enough.
You have to have the sequel to Donkey Kong, which...
You have to have one of the other versions of Donkey Kong Jr. of the Game & Watch. So 2 of the 3 versions of Donkey Kong Jr. Game & Watch are in this gallery. But yeah, we're going to move on to that tomorrow, and I think we're done commentating on this, so, enjoy the rest of this in silence.